What's up guys, me here with another video, and in today's video I'm just going to be doing a little story time of whenever I shot my buck this year in archery season. Basically, I'm super sorry guys, but I didn't, there was a lot of things that happened where this didn't go as planned. I shot the deer, GoPro wasn't on, alright, sorry about that. And then whenever I was tracking the deer, I just was really worried on just finding the deer, not really recording, and that's basically how that went. So I'm sorry about that stuff, but at least I got the deer, and that's basically that. So, start out this morning, or that morning, it was the last day of archery, it was like, okay, anything getting shot today. So, get in the woods right around, what, I want to say 5:30, 6 o'clock, 30 minutes before dark, let's just say that. So I'm in the woods, I'm sitting there, and just sort of chilling a little bit, and right around, what, 10 minutes after light, I look to my right, and I see this deer. So it's a little deer, small deer. Wasn't really any size to it, and not much size to actually, it wasn't anything I would like to shoot. So the deer never gave me a shot, so she went up, and I just didn't feel like that was a good size doe for me to shoot, because it just wasn't the size I would like it to be. So I was gonna pass it. So then I'm sitting there, and I hear, that sound, the leaves, crunching behind you or something. And I look behind, and I see a little head peek out on the trail behind me. So I was like, okay, let's get ready. So I was ready because I heard the sound. I could hear them working their way down to me, slowly, but they made their way down. So I go, and I'm sitting there, and I have my compound, the one that you guys seen me shoot. There's a couple of videos I shot my compound bow. I practiced all summer long, ready to shoot a deer whenever it gave me a chance. So I'm sitting there on my bow, and everything's ready to go, and 4 deer. One big size deer, big size doe, and then 3 real tiny this year's fawns. Not something I would like to shoot because they're small. They're only yearlings, and that's just not me. I don't like shooting yearlings or whatever, but so I wasn't gonna shoot them, but I was gonna shoot the mature deer. So I'm waiting for her to get in my shooting lane, and I just was about to draw back, and she's looking up, and I'm like, okay, can't do anything. So she's looking up at me, and I'm like, okay. So I'm trying to really be real still, and I'm cold because it was I think it was 18 degrees that morning, frozen. All right, and I'm trying to stay still. The deer's turned for the right, so this is the deer. Whenever I was about to draw back on her, and I was gonna come in from here, and I was gonna shoot her. This is the broadside, this is the head, and this is the rear end. All right. So I was about to shoot her, but I never was full draw. So she's there, 5 yards, and then she gets unconscious. She just gets scared. So she turns and she turns broadside like this. So while she was turning, I went and drew back, and I was almost right here whenever I was there. I drew back, and it was like this. All right, and so I'm standing there, and I am about to shoot this deer, but another one busts. So she turns and goes straight out. Whatever, no big deal. I don't think that was gonna end that well anyway, because she was alert, she was gonna drop, and it just wouldn't have went well. So I'm sitting there a little bit longer, about an hour later, and I hear a little bit of ruffle noise up above me. Same trail as doe came down. So I'm like, all right, maybe this is a buck. So I'm sitting there and getting ready. Got my release on, everything's ready, and I go to turn on my GoPro. Never turn on my GoPro. sadly, but that's the way it is. So this buck right here comes popping out of the woods. All right, this one right here, pretty nice 6-point, and I see him, so I'm like, all right, we'll go ahead and shoot him. So I'm watching him, and I had a game plan from the last doe. The last doe, I never got this never went well. But this, it was one deer, easier to trick, everything went well. So I was like, all right, so there's a locust tree that's about that big around, and I was like, great, that's where I'm drawing back, and I'll hold until he gives me the shot where I feel comfortable. So he gets right behind that tree. His eyes are covered by that tree. I can't see his eyes. He can't see me because the tree's in the way. So I draw back. I'm full draw, just waiting, and I have the pin right on him the whole time, right behind the shoulder, and I'm following him. And then I see the opening and got the opening, and whack, impact. I was like, dang it. It was like literally that far back behind the lungs. So I was like, okay, well, that's no good. Don't know what to do. So he goes flying out through the woods. I watched my arrow fall out. I got penetration the whole way through the deer, but no lungs. Lungs takes what? You get double lung, you count 5 seconds and it's down. I counted 5 seconds, nothing. 10 seconds, and let's see, maybe I got 1 lung. Alright, so I got liver. So I was like, dang it, that's my second deer I liver shot. I hate liver shooting them. Suffer for what, 5 hours and then they die. I hate that, I hate that, I hate that. But it happens. So I hit the liver and blah 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 blah. Go home, wait 3 hours. My dad's like, we're just gonna wait a little bit. It's fine. I was fine with waiting. I wanted to wait. So we let the deer have a little bit of time to, see if it'll die in that 3 hour span. So we take the van out, the one we shoot, in that video you've seen, and we take that van the whole way back to where I shot this. So I go ahead, get my bow out, head back, find first blood. We already found my arrow right after I shot my deer. We're following the blood trail, and we followed the blood trail right out to where this deer stopped, and I watched him just stand there for like a couple, maybe 2 or 3 minutes. I just watched him stand there and just going like this, like he looked dizzy and stuff. So I was like, alright, maybe I got like some type of artery back towards liver, something like that, and it just caused him to bleed out really fast, and it was pretty good because the blood trail, it wasn't like awesome, but it was pretty decent. So I was like, alright. So we get to the spot where he just stopped and just stood there, and the blood trail, or the blood, is just like a big puddle like that. So I was like, okay, well, he lost a decent amount of blood there. Maybe I don't think he's gonna go too further. But there's then again, I'm just gonna let you guys know this. A deer, I seen this from my wildlife biologist. A deer can live. He can live. Any deer out there can live until he had lost 60% of his blood. So, percent of his blood, they'll die. 40%, they are still pumping, but they're not doing good. 50%, not really that great, but I am okay. Well, looking for blood. Can't find any around that spot. So I was like, dang it. Like, alright, he's gonna go down. He tells me he's just gonna walk down around the edge and just see if he can make a loop around these pines. Doesn't makes this loop around the pines, and he comes upon the deer. He has his bow. I'm with my Uncle Stacy for this deer. They're looking for more blood, and he has his bow. And the deer tries to stand up. This way, wobbles this way. So my dad just like, okay, let's try and put it out of his misery right now. So he shoots him, and he hits him in the neck. I know this is probably pretty bad. We were just trying to put this deer out of his misery because I felt bad. I was mad at myself for the shot. I was like, I was pretty mad because of the shot and all that. But that's it. And the deer takes off down over into a little grass, and he bends down, and he's trying to like move. He can't. He was about to die any second. But so I go. So we start. My dad calls me, and he's like, "Hey, I just shot your deer," and runs down into this tall grass. Me and my uncle, we start walking down towards the area. So we get down there, and we hear, stuff in this grass. So I was like, alright, so this deer might still be alive after 2 shots, 1 in the neck, probably clipped a good artery, and 1 in the liver, which has got the deer pretty well done. Like, another hour or 2, and it probably would have been done. Dead. But no, so me and my dad and my uncle, we go, and my dad takes the lead and just runs up to it, and he had a knife and cut its throat and done. I hate how it ended. I like how it ended. I wish it would have ended a little bit better, where I got a double lung shot and it ran 5 seconds and fell over. But I guess it doesn't always happen like that. It sucks it doesn't, because I felt really bad for its suffering, but that's the way it is, and I can't take it back. So I just really don't like having to cut their throat. Like, I just hate that. Like, I feel so bad, but that's the way it is, and I have to deal with it that way. So, but I'm basically a European mount myself. It's not completely clean yet. It is almost clean. I just gotta get the brains out and clean up a little bit of this, clean up a little bit of the skull, and deal. But a pretty nice wide. My sister measured it out to be 13 inches wide, so bad. I have a spread on it. But here's a picture of the buck whenever I found it. It all had a good hunting, good archery season. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. So like, subscribe, share, comment, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next one. You're the best. Bye.